Love to see everyone getting into the holiday spirit. Now, before you do, many of you have been opening your wallets the past few weeks, whether it's to buy gifts or to donate to your favorite charities. And that can make it hard to keep up with your finances as the new year quickly approaches. So it is important to keep track of your holiday budget. And of course, back to offer her advice is Wealth Quest Director of Financial Planning, Megan Hammond. Megan, thanks so much for joining us. You're always here at the right time.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's get right to it. I know you always say set a budget, especially for something, for the holidays, but how do we make the most of our budget? Because it does feel like things are so much more expensive than they've ever been before.
It's hard, and this is a really stressful time. I think the holiday season in general is really stressful. For a lot of reasons, but I think one of the big reasons is because of these financial pressures that we're feeling between gift giving and between all of these activities that we want to do and getting together with friends and family. All of those things together create these financial constraints that can be really stressful this time of year. And as much as we may be great at budgeting throughout the year, I feel like this holiday season, it seems to have a budget of its own and rules of its own. And sometimes we overspend and then we say, well, we'll just put it on the credit card and we'll figure it out in the new year. And that creates a lot of stresses now, but also later on. And so I think one of the best things that we can do, and it's going to feel a little counterintuitive, but if we actually look at what we want for the entire year, what are the things that we want to spend our money on? How do we want to utilize our resources and figure out how we can incorporate that into this holiday season? And then look at the things that we love about this holiday season and how can we incorporate that more into the other parts of our life throughout the year.
I love that. So give us an example of what that looks like. Do you mean like maybe a concert is in June and you buy that as a Christmas gift now? Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly right. Yeah. So I think, we spend a lot, probably more discretionary spending this time of year, but it's not the only time that we spend extra or we splurge on things. So right in the summer, we're going to look at pool passes or we're going to look at memberships or we're going to look at vacations. And those are great things. I think oftentimes we compartmentalize. So we think about holiday season and then we think about the rest of the year, but those are great things to give now. So if I give a pool pass to my kids for summer, we know we're going to have some great memories and those are going to be things we really want to do. And there's no reason we can't do that. Or maybe we give a really nice dinner out with friends for our spouse who doesn't get to do that enough. Those types of things.
I like those sort of things. My mom's really good about that. She always does Kings Island passes, which is great because they always want to use that. And then we did last year the concerts and those sort of things for the older kids, which was kind of that gift that everybody loved. Talk to us a little bit about, though, I do think sometimes, and I've fallen victim to this already this year, where I set a budget, I'm going to spend X for each person, and it's easier said than done. So how do you really make it happen?
It is. It's a lot easier said than done. And so I think one of the first things we need to do is figure out what do we actually want to spend our money on? And that gets back to those family values, right? Do we want to buy those things or do we want to spend it on experiences, concerts or Kings Island passes, the zoo or those vacations? But then we need to be specific about that. We can't just say we want to go on vacation, but where and what kinds of things do we want to do? And once we do that, then we can figure out how to gift. But I think if we also look at incorporating Christmas holiday spending and the rest of the year, sometimes I think we spend just for the sake of spending. During the holiday, for those people that are hard to shop for, we just try and find those things. But if we just ask the simple question, what's really important to you for the next year and how can I help contribute to that? I think it actually helps our budget in the long run because we know we're being intentional about what we're spending and we're spending it really where we want to make the most of each dollar that we have.
Great tips to make sure that budget doesn't grow legs and just walk away on its own.
It's easy to do.
Megan Hammond with Wealth Quest, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.
Holidays.
Yes, we'll see you after the holidays, and hopefully we'll all be less stressed. All right, let's send things over to meteorologist Adam